Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Love Line.
Hi.
It's so nice to be back in our normal filming area.
I know.
We had so much fun filming with What Guys Think last week.
I'm sure there's going to be a part 2 in the near future.
Absolutely, yeah.
They're great. They're so fun.
Yeah.
Again, if you didn't see us on YouTube this week, it's on their channel. If you go on our link tree, there is a link directly to it.
Yep.
But it was so much fun. They're great.
You know we had fun when I get into the zone. I got so into the zone where we had to cut things out. That's how you know I had a good time.
There's like a part where she said something and I go, Jesus.
She goes, Jesus.
She's like, well, it's true. And I'm like, well, you can't put that in.
It was true. I mean, you know what I mean? I have my opinions.
Yeah.
I just couldn't keep it in. It was a little too much. I had to take it out.
But, but shout out Frank and Josh. I'm so tired, guys.
Shout out to Frank and Josh.
I worked at 5 a.m. this morning. But shout out to Frank and Josh weekend. We saw them out this weekend. I saw Frank out Friday and Josh Friday. I saw Josh again on Saturday because... Listen, Josh and I never do a 2-day porta bender. It happened.
I wasn't there. Apparently,
Trinity and Frank weren't there. Me and Josh were.
I mean, you know, had to take a day off. I was tired. Anyway.
Oh.
So, should we just get into our nights out?
Should we get into why I'm visibly annoyed?
I think we should.
Should we get into why I'm literally visibly
I think that we should. So, Friday.
So Friday, again, if you listened to the episode last week, I was brutally humbled. I said, well deserved. Listen to What Guys Think, you'll understand. Okay. Yeah. Brutally humbled. We're out this weekend. Can you start by explaining why I'm so irritated? Okay.
So as you all know, we've talked about, should we say the code name?
Yeah.
Straw Boy many times on this podcast. And one of the main issues that she has with him, and it makes no fucking sense to me either, he will talk to everyone but her. He will straight...
Our whole fucking friend group.
The whole friend group.
Will not speak to me.
He will straight come up to me, bro, and have a full-on conversation and won't say shit to her. So Friday, right? Yeah. We're at DQ's bar. You're at the bar. You're fully at the bar. I had already got my drink, so I'm against the wall.
Yeah.
Okay? I see Straw Boy. Mm-hmm. We make eye contact. He comes over to me, bro.
I'm gonna leave. I can't.
No, it's literally ridiculous because I don't know what the fuck's going on in this kid's head. He literally... He comes over to me and it's and I'm like, hey, how are you? He's like, I'm good, blah, blah, blah. And he's telling me how he almost got into a fight.
But he's making conversation with you.
He's making full-ass conversation. And so I'm remembering the conversation that we had that night. I'm not going to get into it. So I'm like, yeah, Arianna's right there. Bro, why are you talking to me? And he was like, oh, yeah, I'll go say hi at some point. Yeah. I was like, okay, all right.
Yeah, so... Okay, so then I'm at the bar, comes up to me, he's like, hi, how are you? Kisses me on the neck, and then he kissed me on the cheeks. He was like, on the cheek, and then basically on the neck too, because he was so drunk, whatever.
Yeah, he was gone.
He goes, I'll find you later. I'm like, okay, fucking leaves. I'm like, okay, after he had to take a fucking 5-minute conversation, I was like, okay, whatever.
Right.
Whatever. Then,
right.
Should I just get into what I saw at the end of the night?
I think you should. So this was Friday night? This is when I was there. Okay.
So I would look up a couple times and I would just see him walking around whatever. I was like, okay, whatever, I'm living my life. I go to walk to DQ's bar. I see him walking with a girl. I'm like, okay, whatever. Again, the way I spoke about him on the podcast, I see it as if why. You know what I'm saying? I deserve it. I fully admit when I deserve things, deserved it. Right? Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm at DQ's bar, right?
Yeah.
I'm literally standing there. I feel a tap on my shoulder. I don't know if it was him. I don't know who the fuck it was. I have no idea who it was.
It could have been.
Okay. It could have been anyone. I have no idea. I have no idea who it was. I feel a tap, so I turn around to be like, huh, what? He's making out with a girl literally right next to me. I think he
tapped you.
Literally right
because he wanted you to see it. See, this is the thing.
But I literally felt, but it could have not been him, but I felt a fucking tap.
No, it was him, because I feel like that's too much of a coincidence for it not to be him. Do you know what I mean? It was him.
I have no idea.
This is the thing. If that was him, I think there's reasoning behind that. Also, I feel like I have thoughts. I'm just debating if I should express my thoughts on the matter.
Go for it.
Okay. I think in his mind, he has been rejected.
Yeah.
Brutally rejected. We've talked about him on the podcast, bro.
He was dragged for filth.
He was dragged to filth on this podcast. Yeah. And he took it amazingly well.
He took it
Kudos
a champ.
to him.
So I see why he doesn't want to talk to me, but
Exactly. And also he probably thinks that you want nothing to do with him. I mean, you did drag his fucking ass through the mud. I mean, you did. And I did too. You know?
And I would just say, Emily pointed it out to me because, again, when I explain things about, Throwback Thursday when I say things about like Voldemort and like everyone else. She's like, I just come to the conclusion you're the confusing one. And I'm like,
no, I think that's what it is. And I think that maybe now he knows. I don't know if he knows this or I don't even know. Because you're not really trying to get his attention or anything. Like, you're really not.
I just live my life.
But I'm just wondering, like, maybe he was taking that, like, little chance he got to just kind of be like, see, like, now I don't want you, or like, now see, I'm sticking it to you. But it's like, we all know, like, he clearly wants you. Like, we all know that obviously he still wants you.
Yeah. So.
He's just, I think, a little bit butthurt by the situation.
I mean, I would be too.
And so, I think that's it. Yeah. And can you really be mad?
No,
I mean,
I deserved it, guys.
Yeah.
Again, it could have been like a stranger trying to tap me to get through to go to the bar. It could have been. It
could have been. But then, like, what are the odds of that, though? You, like, turn around and it's him? Like, I feel like it was him. And it makes for a better story if it's him. So it was him.
Yeah, so it was him.
You know what I mean? Like it was him.
So brutally humbled by this kid 2 weekends in a row, and my ego can't take it. So
see, but I feel like he's been brutally humbled by you. I feel like just that one time was like enough.
Yeah, but I don't.
You know what I mean? Like, even I brutally humbled the fucking kid.
Okay.
I had some comments, you know.
But I don't like being brutally humbled back. So now I'm just kind of over it.
So now, like, that's my question. What is next for this saga of Strawboy?
I just feel like
before that in semester, what?
I don't know.
What is happening?
He doesn't talk to me for us to have a conversation. He literally says hi and leaves. So it's like, it's like whatever at this point. It's not like a big deal. It's not a big deal. Like, he's like, yeah.
I mean, and you know what? For what it's worth, he's a very nice guy.
No, he literally is. That's
very nice. I just am a little bit confused as to what is going through his head and why he acts the way that he acts.
But I think it's, I want to say it's like 60-40 me. That like
no, it's your fault. I mean, it's your fault. You know what I mean?
Admit when I'm the problem.
But you know what? I mean, you can't blame yourself though, because you genuinely you didn't know the kid. You had one impression of you blacked out drunk with him. You genuinely didn't think. You were like, no, you know, and you know what? And that's valid. Like, that's valid in the moment.
My mind, but even
you change your mind, and sometimes, you know, when we flame people on the pod, you know, sometimes it's a little too fucking late. You know what I mean? Like, the shit's blasted everywhere. It's all over Spotify and Apple. You know, it's everywhere.
YouTube, so.
And you know what? We also, I feel like we're very nice about it. Were we? I don't know. I'll have to go back and listen.
No,
Y'all
Jimmy
can go back and let us know if
goes,
we were nice about it.
Because George said, me, his boyfriend, when I was explaining this to him, he goes, listen, he goes, if you think you got brutally humbled by him, he goes, you literally, like, like, he's like, you literally massacred him and his entire family.
No, that's the thing.
So I was like
and you know what I mean? And I think that is why he's, like, reacting the way he's acting, which I think is almost a little bit valid.
It's not even a little bit.
It's valid.
It's
you know what I mean?
valid.
And you know
it's
what?
Valid.
You know what?
Valid.
But we live and we fucking learn.
And that's the
we live and we fucking
take
learn.
Having the podcast, but you guys need to hear the story. So, will there be an update? We don't know. I have no freaking idea. He doesn't talk to me.
There will be an update. I'm sure there will be some update. I'm sure next thing he'll probably come up to me saying hello, whatever, and then I'll be like, hello.
Like, why do you come up and talk to everyone? But if you're so over me and this and that, why do you go up to my friends?
That's the thing. I don't think he is. I think he's doing it to make you mad.
It's
like, I think he knows.
It's fucking annoying.
Exactly. Like, I think that he knows, like, him, like, coming up to, like, me and, like, Chris and everything. Like, I think that he knows, like, that's going to take you off.
It's so annoying.
Because it's going to be in your head like this.
Annoying.
Exactly. It's going to be in your head, and you're going to be like, why is he not fucking talking to me? He wants that reaction out of you.
Yeah.
So, I think it's funny. You guys both kind of play games a little bit with each other. I'm interested to see if there will be more to the saga, which I think that there will be at some point.
I think there will. I just I admit I am in fact the problem. I am in fact the confusing one.
Yeah, no, I would agree. And I think it's very confusing when someone goes from, you know, flaming someone on the podcast to kind of like maybe interested. Yeah. I mean, you know, it's a complete 180. Actually 360 at that point. It's a literally complete 360 turn. So do you have any updates for Saturday? I did not go out on Saturday.
Before we get to Saturday, I would just like to say one thing about Friday.
Yeah.
I met someone that she knows someone, right? Whatever.
On Friday?
On Friday, yeah. Met this girl. So nice. I would just like to say, she may be listening.
All
right. Men are dogs and are the exact same. That's all I have to say on the matter.
Okay.
Again, one of the kids we have talked about on this podcast. You can put pieces together if you'd like.
You already know who it is. The viewers fucking know.
Yeah, figure it out. I would just like to say all men are dogs, and I would just like to say I literally trauma bonded with this girl because he did the same thing to her that he did to me.
I mean, I'm not shocked by it.
Neither am I. But
the kid is a player. I've been known this. I've known this.
Anyway,
I've known this.
I've known this. All men are the same. I can't.
And you know what? It is nice though. You know what? I think it is nice that you got to bond with her. And shout out to you. I think it's nice that you kind of got to trauma bond a little bit. You know, because I think it's important to have another perspective on literally the same person.
It was literally the exact same thing.
Literally
the exact same thing, the exact same person. But anyway.
Yeah.
Friday was an adventure, to say the least.
Friday was a fun night. And Saturday, I was so dead from Friday that I needed a day off. I never thought I would ever say that I would ever need a day off from Porta, but it happened.
Let me get into Saturday.
Yes.
Okay, because originally the plan was to be at Chris and Jimmy's house and watch the fight and like sit, relax.
Yeah, and like relax.
I made dinner for everyone. I made like this pasta with like mozzarella and like, tomatoes, and then I made everyone a crumb cake.
The crumb cake was so good.
So I make the crumb cake, like whatever. And then I'm sitting on the couch. I have a like bumping headache. I couldn't think of the word, like a I don't know, like
blistering headache.
Yeah. So then Jimmy gives me like 2 Tylenol. Whatever Tylenol he gave me, I would just that works so quick. But anyway, this besides the point I'm trying to make here. I'm sitting. Jackie Durante is texting me. She wants to go out tonight. She doesn't know where. I go, if I'm gonna go out anywhere, it's going to be Porta.
Right. Absolutely.
She's like, I don't know if I have Porta in me. I go, listen, all we have to do is get dressed and go there. I was like, it's a little bit like it's a different crowd, so we get to see like the freaks, and we call them.
Yeah, I love Porta Saturdays. There's something different about that crowd. I like it.
Porta Saturdays, if you have a fun group, or even just me and Jackie, it was more fun than Friday, dare I say.
Yeah.
Friday you couldn't even. Friday was too crowded.
No, Friday
was way too crowded.
Friday was miserable. It was miserable. It was not. It will never make my Porta like what is it?
Yeah,
my rankings.
No, it
was fucking horrible. So normally at Porta, there's the admin room and the pizza room. The pizza room is normally where we go to get refuge from the crowd. There was no fucking refuge.
It was horrible.
It was fucking horrible. I don't know what the fuck it was. It was because it was fucking DJ Czar or whatever.
It was DJ Czar and olive oil. I think that was the problem.
No, and olive oil wasn't even in the pizza side. That wasn't olive oil. That was not olive oil.
Yes, it was. There's 2 of them.
There was one.
There was 2. There was an opener, and then it was the 2
Me
of them.
and Chris, that did not look like olive oil to us.
They were there at the end of the night, I think. I don't know.
Either fucking way.
It was too crowded.
It was way too fucking crowded, and I never knocked Porta. I fucking hated it. Miserable. It was miserable.
I feel
and I couldn't even get that drunk because the line.
Couldn't get to the bar. I was sober waiting.
DQ, yeah.
But it wasn't even his fault. Like
no, it wasn't his fault. It's the crowd's fault. There's just too many fucking
people.
There's just too many people.
Yeah, but I'm hoping next Friday is just not as crowded because
I'm excited for this Friday.
Like the circumstances of this Friday coming up is why it's not gonna be as crowded because like everyone's going home for like the Easter break.
That's what I think too. Like everybody's going home for Easter break, whatever. Like it should be a lot less. And also,
no, like, the DJs, not that they're like not like they're. I feel like they're not as like popular as those two. So it's like
they're not.
Yeah. So
they are not.
Yeah. So
I have like emphasis on they are not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, Saturday, Jackie's texting me. She was like, okay, like, let's just go. I'm like, okay, my headache goes away. I go home. I get dressed. I'm like, okay. I go to Jackie's house. We get there. I'm looking at her. I'm like, tired. She's tired. We get to Porta. So much fucking
As soon as you hit the Porta area, you're like ready to party.
I'm standing there, right? I'm getting my drink. I feel a tap. It's Josh. I was like, Josh, oh my God. Like,
aww.
I was like, he's like, where's Trinity? I was like, home. And he's like, oh. I was like, where's Frank? And then he's like, home. I was like, oh.
Wow.
They were both too tired.
I love me and Frank just down for the count.
I was like, damn. So,
yeah.
Whatever. Yeah. So then me and Jackie, it was a great time. Like, this guy, I don't even know who it was, bought us like a round of shots. I don't even know who the hell it was. I think Josh got us drinks too. Shout out Josh.
Aww.
And then, it was just like fun. Like, we were sitting, we were dancing. They were just like, again, like, it's a weird crowd, like, on Saturday.
It is weird. I like the crowd, though. It's like, I don't know.
Yeah, me and Jackie, then we went to the bathroom at one point, and we walk outside to get like refuge, get some air, and like walk around before we go to the bathroom. I literally said, hi, Nancy. Nancy was not the bathroom attendant. Was in fact not Nancy.
It was in fact not Nancy?
No, it was not Nancy. And I literally opened my eyes. I'm like, not Nancy. But anyway.
Oh, shit.
As I'm walking to the bathroom, one of my favorite security guards, Jonathan, he used to work here, like, at Monmouth. I see him, so I was like, oh, Jonathan, hi. He gives me, like, the biggest hug. He's like, how are you? Like, we're just talking. And as we're talking, this guy, like, throws his cigarette, and it hits Jackie's, like, leather pants. So she was like, not that it, like, burned her, but it could have burned her.
It could have.
So she turns around, and all I hear is, maybe next time you can, like, watch where you throw your cigarette, right? And then the guy's, like, trying to, like, fight her on it and be like, oh, I didn't mean to do it. It wasn't me. And she's like, I watched you do it. Like, you turned around. And then his friend comes over. He's like, no, like, he's fine. Like, he didn't mean to. It's fine. It's good. It's, like, whatever. She's like, it's not fine. It's not good. Like, it's not
No,
whatever.
it's really not. Like, watch yourself.
Then Jonathan's like, you really shouldn't do that. And then I was like, oh, Jonathan. And then I was like, whatever. So we went to the bathroom. We come back out. And then Jonathan's like, yeah, I told my friends to go tell him, like, he can't do that. I was like, thanks, Jonathan.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, and then we went back in. And it was so fun. I was snapping Trinity and Emily all night because
I was so sad.
Do you know what they played? And it didn't even sound like English when I texted this to Trinity because I was so fucking excited.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know, like, the Will Smith thing where it's like, keep my wife's name out of your fucking mouth? They played that in a song. And then, like, It was so good.
No, when you texted me that, I was like, what?
Yeah,
she wasn't even speaking English. She wasn't even speaking English.
I was so drunk.
You know, that night I literally went to bed at like, literally think I went to bed at like midnight. Like,
really?
I was dead. Like and then I slept for like 11 hours.
Yeah.
I literally slept till like noon or 12 hours because I literally slept till like noon the next day.
No, and then
I was exhausted.
Yeah, the next day I had to go home for like Palm Sunday dinner.
Yeah.
Shout out my mother. We're holy all of a sudden.
Yeah.
On Sunday, and, like,
All of a sudden.
All of a sudden. But anyway.
I'm dead.
Yeah, but it was like a really, really fun weekend. I missed my partner in crime. I was texting, like, I literally was, because me and Jack were like, we wish Trinity was here. We kept saying
I was devastated because I don't miss Porta Fridays or Saturdays.
Like, I like appreciate like the honesty of it too. Like when Trinity's like, if I come out, like, I'm not gonna be fun, I'm gonna be tired. So
yeah, and that was the thing. Yeah, you know what I mean.
It.
And you know, I probably would have been fun though.
No, I know.
I'm like always fun. No, but like I just had a feeling like I was like, if I come out, like I don't want to like ruin the night. Like if I'm like not fun, you're like I was just too tired. I think I really needed that like reset.
Exactly.
And now I'm like I'm fully fucking ready. Like I'm ready for the events that are going to take place.
Yeah, I'm
excited.
Ready.
I'm so excited.
My sister's making a reappearance on Friday.
I'm
so excited.
Literally so excited.
I'm so excited.
I cannot wait to go.
Yeah, it was interesting. And then, like I guess like to like change the subject a little bit. I literally, again, I said it once, I'll say it again, some weight since school started, and I haven't.
How do we all? Yeah.
Yeah, but no, it's bad. But anyway,
oh my God.
I haven't been able to get on like a consistent schedule with like working out. So now I work out at 5 and 6 o'clock in the morning every day. And when I say 5 and 6 a.m., there's like I work at a gym where I get like the virtual workouts, and they're live at 5 and 6 a.m. So I do both in a row, 5 to 5:45, 15-minute break, 6 to 6:45, shower, go back to bed.
Okay.
That's why I'm so tired today. Anyway.
Right.
When I'm laying on my bed, I see a TikTok and I sent it to Trinity.
Yes.
And we want to hear what you guys think about this because genuinely, like, I kind of feel like it's true.
Yeah. All right. Hit me with it.
It says, I have a theory that a man knows immediately whether you're going to be his wife, a fling, or a friend, and there's nothing you can do after that first impression that will change his mind.
Yes.
I agree.
No, I
totally
think
agree.
No, yeah.
Like,
no, they know the first
impression.
impression.
It's not like down to details. I think they know like, oh, like I could see a future with this girl or not.
They know.
And I think you know what I mean?
No, they know from the moment they see you, they know what they want to do with you from the moment they see you. Absolutely. And I think a lot of us girls get a little bit confused.
Yeah.
Because sometimes maybe they think of us as a fling, but we think
it's annoying.
They think of us as something real. Fuck no. No. See, I thought that. And then you brought up a good point as we were discussing the show today.
Yeah.
Saying, here, tell them what you said. And then I want to comment on it.
I just said, like, I just don't understand the appeal. And, like, I would just love, like, a guy's, like, perspective on this.
Yeah.
What is the appeal of wanting something casual? Wouldn't you rather want, like, one person that would give you the world? Like, that's all. Like,
no.
And she's like, no. I was like, why? But, like, I just want to know why. Like,
well, this is why. Because us women, I'm blaming all of us fuckers here because it's our fault.
Yeah.
We are giving the man, right, everything that they could have ever wanted for free. They're not in the relationship, right? They're getting the attention. They're getting the hookup. They're getting everything. Why would they want to commit to that? Why? I mean, tell me.
I'm just not speaking.
Give me a reason.
I'm thinking about my personal, like my personal opinion. Like I like I literally like if I'm talking to someone, I say it all the time. And I said this. If you're on my private story, I'm so sorry for what you witnessed this weekend. It was funny.
Yeah,
it was funny. But like, I just feel as if like. You're not gonna find anyone better than me, so like have fun doing it.
Yeah.
Like, and I say all the time, like, are you gonna find someone that's gonna bake you a lemon drop cookie? Absolutely not. Are you gonna find someone that's gonna make you a cannoli? Absolutely not.
No, absolutely
not.
But
I feel like so like when I like somebody, like my like I guess kind of like love language, like when I'm talking to a person, is like the acts of service, like Trinity.
I would absolutely,
like, So like I would do like again if I'm talking to somebody, I would do anything and everything for that person.
Right.
Minus like the hookup part. Like
see, and that's the thing. Like, but either way, hookup or not, you're still giving them. I mean, obviously, it's a good thing. Like, it's normal, right?
Because for me, I don't know. Like, everyone to each their own. I cannot fathom doing anything other than kissing somebody. Yeah. Unless I'm dating them, and that might be like a hot take, but like
But as you should, though.
I just like to me like
as you should.
I value those other things, and I feel like I need to be like in a relationship to do that because I'm not just gonna do like I'm not doing that.
No,
with
and
just
you know
anybody.
what? There's been so many times like in the past, where I've kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
And like hooked up with them, whatever, like when we were not dating.
Yeah.
And I think that really fucked up my shot because now saying. Like they know, like say you're hooking up with somebody like when you're talking to them, quote unquote, but they already have their mind up, like their mind made about you already. Like I think that's a really important, a really, really important tidbit. Unless they really do want to date you, but I think if they did want to date you, they would date you. Yeah. You know what I mean? If they wanted to, they would. If you're stuck in the talking stage for months on end, they don't want you. Like I mean, come on, like they just don't fucking want you. Sorry.
Years.
Years. Or years. Clearly they don't fucking want you. But no offense. No, but I just think it's like. Yeah, like that's fucked me up so many times. Like,
no, you know? I think like again, it all stems back to freaking hookup culture. But I just don't understand why you wouldn't want one person to be with as opposed to like a million, like not a million, but you know what I'm saying.
Well, maybe they also want to.
Like, I understand like why I would like want a roster. You know what I'm saying? But
I think it's to make sure that the person that they're like, say it's like you're talking to a guy, right?
Yeah.
And say they have a roster, like maybe they're just making sure that. Like,
I would just like to say, I think guys' rosters are completely different than girls based on like what they do and why they have it.
Yeah.
I think it's 100% different. Yeah. I think it's 100% different, and like. Again, like that's why I think that's why like when everyone like these days like just wants something like casual. I think that's where it bothers me.
Yeah,
because I'm not the type of person to like do things with you.
Yeah,
like,
and neither am I. But I feel like in this generation, a lot of people are,
and a lot of guys,
that is why the guys have this view,
and they like expect it. So
they expect it.
So like when I don't even know who I was talking to about this. Some guy that I don't even know who it was, but like I was saying like, yeah, like it wasn't like someone I was talking to. It was just like a guy friend or something. Yeah, I was like, yeah, no, like, I don't do stuff like that. And then they're like, really? And I'm like, what? Like, really? Like,
yeah, like, they expect it. You know what I mean? They expect it.
Like,
absolutely.
They're like, you say, like, porta putana. The worst I do, and it's not even bad, is kiss people.
No.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't have to explain myself. I really don't.
You don't.
But I'm just saying, like, the worst I do is, like, kiss a person. I will not do anything else unless I'm dating a person. I'm sorry. Yeah. The way I was
raised,
know what, like, though? Everything else,
but this is the thing that's good about that is right now, you are currently molding your perfect person. Like you literally are, because you're weeding out all these people who all they want is hookups. Like you're weeding them out.
Yeah.
And you're basically going through life right now.
Yeah.
You're meeting all these guys. You're like, okay, I like this in this person, but in this next person, I don't like that. I don't want the next guy that I talk to have that. And I think you're kind of molding and figuring out and understanding what you want, what you will put up with, and what you won't put up with. And I think that's really, really important.
Yeah. I just feel like, again, the way my personality is, if I did stuff besides like kiss somebody before I dated them, and then like something happened, I didn't talk to them anymore, that would literally mentally fuck me up. And I know myself, I would literally be like, I told Trinity this, like, God forbid, but no, literally, God forbid if I did something besides kiss a person before I dated them, I would be so like, and they stopped talking to me, I would be so mentally screwed up.
I think it also fucks up like the power dynamic in a sense.
Yeah.
I think it fucks it up. Because I think, like, just, like, judging from me and my past, like, there's been so many times where, like, I've, like, hooked up with somebody without dating them.
Yeah.
And then it, like, all of the sudden, like, they think that, like, they can keep getting that without any commitment.
Yeah.
And that fucked up. Like, that, and you know what I mean? Like, I fucked up in that. Like, that was my fault. Because, like, I fucked up the power dynamic that way.
I feel like the guys I talk to know, not that I'm, like, Miss Innocent, but know that I have, like,
not
that I have respect for myself. I guess, like, in a sense.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Like, but I'm not saying anyone that has.
And it's also, like.
I'm not saying, like, anyone that has done that doesn't have respect
for
themselves.
Absolutely.
I'm just saying.
But
like,
you're just, you know what you want. And that comes off. And you know what I mean? Like, you're not going to hook up. Like, what you want is a relationship.
Yeah.
And for those perks, you need to be dating the person. I think that's fine. All you have is standards. You literally have standards, and you're just fucking, you know what I mean, enforcing those. And I think that's important. You need to.
Yeah. And I just feel like now, like, the way I get played by guys is, I guess, like, because again, like, I do like acts of service and stuff, so they know, like, again, like, when I'm talking to somebody, like, they'll know that I literally give them like everything in the world, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they take advantage of that,
and
that's
maybe
why
they do.
Like,
they take advantage of it. Maybe they're scared of that. Maybe they know that. You know what I mean? Like, that could be something real, and that terrifies them. You know?
I feel as if I respect it though, because again, like, when I don't like literally go into like kissing somebody and be like, oh, yeah, I want a boyfriend out this. Like, I don't.
Right.
But, like, if it goes further to where, like, we're talking, like, a little bit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not that, like, they don't get the vibe that I want to hook up. I feel like they get the vibe that it goes more towards, like, relationships. And it's either, like, they're either, like, I'll take you on a date, or they stop talking to me. And I respect the ones that stop talking to me because they don't waste my time. I respect it so much.
I agree.
Like, people get mad. Like, again, like, certain people, like people get mad, like, oh, like, they ghosted me. I'd rather be fucking ghosted than get my feelings hurt.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Like, I would rather you ghost me because you don't want a relationship than lead me on.
And yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
I feel like...
I respect it.
I don't know how I feel about it because I feel like if they want something casual, like fine, like whatever, but like at least be honest about what you want from jump, because then you're just wasting everyone's fucking time.
No, literally.
And that's what's annoying, like, because guys, as we were just talking about, the topic of today, they have their minds up before they even met you. Like, or not before they met you, but like as soon as they meet you, they know what they want to do with you, and I 100% agree with that. So if they know
to pick the brains of all the guys,
right? If they fucking know that they want you to be a fling, right? But they're treating you like they're gonna date you, right?
Yeah.
But really in their mind they know you're just a fling. That's not okay, because that's wasting everybody's fucking time.
And it really
let's just not.
It really mentally messes the girls up. Like,
absolutely,
like, guys, if
yeah.
you're listening to this, like, stop doing it. Like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not kidding. Like, it really mentally fucks us.
And
like,
I also
really
think it's important for the ladies to be honest with what they want.
And
don't just hook up with a guy because you're hoping that'll date you.
And I feel like
he won't.
No. And like, I feel like I never have like I feel like I never have advice for Trinity's like I'm like living fucking proof of this.
Yeah.
I finally have my moment of this.
Yes.
I am living fucking proof that if you literally have your standards of like, oh, I'm not gonna do this with you until I date you, you will weed out.
You will weed them out. You will weed them out.
Literally, you would end up being miserable dating because they don't respect. Because if they have a problem with it already, they don't respect you now. Why are they gonna respect you in a relationship?
Why?
If someone respected you, they wouldn't care and be like, that's the last thing on my mind. Like, you know what I'm saying? They'd be like, it's not because again. Like, if I'm gonna date someone, it shouldn't be about that.
But also,
it should not be about that. So
no,
again,
absolutely.
Again, literally take a page from my book, and literally the right person will come along that will respect every single boundary you put out.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. Like, I'm just as a happy reminder because I feel like we've been on you guys this week. We've been on you guys.
We've been on you.
We've been on you. I just want to say though, like, you will find a guy who does respect you. Again,
exactly.
Living proof. No, I'm just saying, like, you know what I mean. Like, it might take a little bit to weed these people out.
It might take a little bit, but
think of it.
Lower your fucking
do not, and think of it.
Think
of it as you're molding your perfect person. You're understanding what you want, what you don't want, what you will put up with, what you won't put up with. That's all. Like, there's levels to it. Like, you're just learning, and I feel like you can really manifest like that person.
That's
like they'll
like,
come.
Like, again, I was like, oh, like boohoo crying in like February. I didn't have a boyfriend. Honestly, if
yeah.
I would have settled for any of the guys I was talking to, that all they
you would have
probably
been
wanted
fucking
to do
miserable,
was
bro.
up, I would have been completely miserable.
Yep.
My mental health would have been depleted.
Absolutely.
So again, stick to your standards. I've literally have been on the come up again. Like, I'm not like literally depressed anymore. I'm not even saying it today, but like you know what I'm saying? Like literally, once you have your like standards for a guy and you're like, no, like I'm not gonna like bump it down to like, no, I'll hook up with you and just maybe you'll want to date me. As soon as you have like those standards, and again, I never strayed from my I won't do anything
and then
with you
you're lowering your self-worth if you do that.
That's saying,
oh, if I hook up with them, maybe they'll date you. Why do you want a maybe? A maybe person. Get somebody who's 100% for you, who wants to date you.
Exactly. And what I'm saying is, you like the perfect person will literally come along then, because again, like my like standards, the way I am, that literally like I'll find somebody that will come up to me and say, I respect that so much. You know what I'm waiting, like not, oh, like you're a prude. No, like, you know what I'm saying? Like you'll find someone that will like respect you even more for that and be like, wow, like that's like a kind of girl like I want to be with. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So stick to your standards. Don't drop them for anybody.
Stick to your standards. Like, for real. Like, it's really, really important. If you're in a shit relationship right now, like they're cheating on you, whatever, like I'm telling you, get out. If you can, if it's safe to get out, you need to get out.
And if you're like in a talking stage where you're like, well, like at me, like at my stage of life right now, this sounds psycho. Literally write down. Like, I'm not kidding.
No, write down.
The standards, the things you fucking want, write it down and make it your mantra and fucking repeat it. Because when you have that in the back of your head,
remember,
like, no, I want this,
I was telling her this.
Yeah, because when you want this, and that, and it's so easy now for me, again, because we all know I was hung up with the same guy for like a year. Yeah. Now that I have this mantra in my head, I'm like, okay, like, no. Like, you know what I mean? Like, now that I have those standards, just literally as soon, like, those standards put in place that I have saved me so much emotional torment. I swear to God it has.
And it's like, why continue to torture yourself and lower your standards for no reason? Enough.
Set your standards.
Stop.
So, word of advice this week, set your standards. Keep up with them. Do not drop them for nobody.
And stop settling for shit. If they don't want to date you, they don't want to date you.
Get the fuck over it. Get the fuck over it.
They don't want to date you. They don't fucking like you.
No,
you know, if they're talking to you for months, get the fuck out. They don't want you.
Sometimes
stop.
It's tough love. Trinity has literally said these exact words to me.
No, literally,
they don't fucking want you.
They don't want you.
Get over it.
Because I literally was in a relationship for fucking 4 years with a guy who kept cheating on me, and I fucking thought this kid wanted me. He did not want me. He does not want you. If he cheats on you, we'll do it again. Enough. Get out.
If you're questioning it and he keeps doing things that are repeated repeated red flags.
Yeah.
He does not.
No, that's
a
really. She just said something so important.
Yeah.
Wait, what the fuck did you just say, Ralph?
If he has repeated red flags,
oh yes,
he does not want you.
And that's the important thing, right? If you have to guess how he feels about you, like if you're confused, right? If you're confused, okay? If you're confused about how he feels about you, he doesn't like you.
No, literally.
Guys are seriously that simple. People forget.
They're
people seem to fucking forget.
Yes.
If you are confused about the way that he feels about you, he does not like you, period. So get out, go find someone else. You're done. He's done.
No, literally. If you're confused as to why he won't hang out with you, why he won't take you on a date, there's your answer.
It's because he doesn't like you.
There is your answer. And it took me months to realize this, but there is your answer. If someone wanted to and they really liked you, they would.
And it sucks to like really understand that and be like, wow, like damn, but like that's what it is. That's literally what it is.
To realize that, and
Same.
now literally when the second I realized that, that's also the second I came up on my come up. You know what I'm saying?
And now I'm so happy, like I'm in a relationship where I don't question a thing. Like I don't question how he feels about me. Like I know that he wants me. Do you know what I mean, guys? Like just keep your standards up, understand your worth. And if he's not asking you out, he doesn't like you.
And remember what I said about those standards, guys, because it has saved me a lot.
Yeah, write them down.
Remember what I said.
Yeah.
Write it down and never drop them for nobody. That's all I'm saying on the matter.
All right, guys.
But, it was a long one today.
I feel like we really came for you guys tonight. But I think that
love you guys.
We love you, and we just had to really talk about this again because I feel like we haven't talked about something like this in a while. So it was really important to kind of touch on this again.
But follow the Love Line on Instagram.
At the Love Line on Instagram. DM us if you have any crazy date stories or anything.
Let us know.
Yeah.
But other than that, we will see you guys next week.
See you guys next week. Bye, guys.
Bye.